Welcome, Spartans, to Halo Headlines for the week of November 30th to December 5th, part of Podcast Evolve, your home for Halo. I'm your host today, David, and with me is Oren.
Hey, guys!
And guess what, Oren? Today is Halo Infinite's launch day. Oh, damn.
We did it! It's
We
finally
made
here!
We
Oh
correctly predicted every day.
Why are we recording this? Why aren't we playing right now?
That's a good... Maybe we are playing, Oren. Maybe we are playing. We just don't know it.
I think we are playing.
Very quick, before we get started, we'd like to give a quick shout out and thanks to all our patrons for their continued support. So like always, guys, thank you so fucking much. You guys are dope. Thank you. Head over to patreon.com/Halo Podcast Evolve to learn more about our exclusive rewards we offer our patrons. Some good shit. But right now, all I want to say is, Oren, how are we going to cover Halo Infinite for our listeners? Because it's not the normal game.
It's not the normal game. And yeah, this is not a normal Halo headlines either. We're not really going to talk about anything in the last week because, frankly, Twitter's on fire, Reddit's on fire, and you know what? It's whatever. But we're recording this episode. It's coming out on the launch day of Halo Infinite, December 8th. That's when you're listening to it right now. And we wanted to share with our listeners a little bit more about Infinite Impressions that we announced on our last news episode. If you listen to it live, you'd already know about it. If you're listening to it as it released, that episode came out yesterday, on December 7th. So Infinite Impressions is our next lore series, or our next just podcast series. If you've been with us for the last 2 years, we've been doing The Road for Infinite, which lasted 20 standalone episodes. And then for 2021, we did character dossiers that relate to important characters in the Halo universe, and we did 10 of those episodes. So for Halo Infinite, we're going to be doing Infinite Impressions. And we have 15 episodes planned, but unlike Road to Infinite and character dossiers, these episodes will basically come out every week, or almost every week, because we also have our news episodes that we do at the end of the month. It's not going to be every month, like once a month, like the other series were. And basically, this is just how we are going to work through the game, because Halo Infinite's a big game. It's an open world game, David, and you've played open world games. Like, they're big games. They got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be new. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
It's gonna be new. It's gonna be different. And if you have listened to our Halo 5 Guardians spoiler cast from way back in December of 2015, we basically spent that whole episode talking about Halo 5, and then we kind of didn't really go back to it. But Halo Infinite is, one, you're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about, but two, it's going to continue to grow and evolve and be updated, and DLC and all this other kind of stuff in our seasons. So there's always going to be something to talk about throughout the year and, from month to month. So I don't really see an ending to Infinite Impressions. I mean, we'll kind of see. Like I said, we have 15 episodes planned that will take us from the beginning of December all the way through to the end of March. And we'll see the state of Infinite, like where it is at that point. If we kind of turn off to do, like maybe 2 episodes a month or 1 episode a month, and we'll kind of reevaluate it there. But for these first 15 episodes, what we're going to take a look at is we'll talk about our first impressions. We'll talk about the campaign. We'll talk about the story, the characters, the marketing of Halo Infinite, the sound design, the sandbox. And so like each of these topics would be like their own episode. So then each week we can kind of reevaluate Halo Infinite through a different lens. So pretty much take December as the like dump of the content that we, the story, the juice, the spoilers that we all want to kind of be engaged in. And if you take your time doing the campaign and you don't want any spoilers, we will of course be, spoiler quoting the sections of our episodes where we're talking about specific spoilers as opposed to more general things. so that way you're able to still listen with us. But I'd say once the new year comes around and it's 2022, we're going to start taking a step back. And then now, instead of talking about the game as a whole, we're going to talk about this one section that makes up the game. So, like, how did the mission design and the level design work, for it being open world? And that will be that episode. How does the audio play in with everything that 343's been telling us, and with the audio logs, and how the camera is like one fluid camera now, and there's no real like cuts and stuff, and you kind of zoom in and out of Master Chief as you progress through the campaign. So all of these types of subjects will be the topics for this new series. So that's how we're going to move forward into the new year. So we wanted to just put this out there to let you know. So as you play through the game today and tomorrow and for the rest of time, really, you can kind of keep that in the back of your head. As we tell you, what next episode, it's going to be about audio. So then now when you're playing Halo Infinite, you can take a moment to appreciate the different parts of audio that are in the game. So then when we release our next episode, you can, have some context to what we're talking about. So that's the plan, I think it's a pretty good plan.
It is a really good plan, and like, fair play to Oren, because like we don't know what we don't know yet, kind of, in terms of how Halo Infinite's going to work on. But we knew we had to change. Like, we couldn't do the shows the way we normally do them, because Halo's changing, so we're gonna have to change with it, which is exciting, and which is good, because we've been doing the show a long time, and there's a lot of Halo out there, and like we've pretty much almost caught up with like all the books. So like, there's gonna be a period of time where like Infinite's all we got. So like, it's pretty excited to do something a little bit different, to kind of mix it up. So yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we're all super excited. We're gonna have a very busy December to get the content to you guys, in audio form, and I think a little bit in video form. And we have the Builds with Blocks crew. They're still doing their thing, and they're
building blocks over there.
They're building their blocks, but they even have some ideas to kind of integrate Halo Infinite related conversations into their collectibles and minifigs conversations. So there's definitely some interesting conversations over there. And then 2022 will also bring the return of Mission Debrief.
Okay.
Once that once Halo Infinite kind of gets in everybody's hands, we'll kind of reignite that series in early 2022. But yeah, and the next, I'd say 4 months are still going to be just as busy as we've been the last 2 years, really, with all this stuff. So yeah, like you said, David, like, we're Infinite and Halo as a whole is changing. So this is how we are tackling this. We're pushing off the book clubs because we only have like 5 more short stories to cover, and we're just going to focus on giving our listeners as much Infinite conversations as we can do. And let us know in the Discord what type of aspect of Halo Infinite you want us to talk about. If there's, I don't know, a really cool ship design, or like it's hard, like we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
But like whatever it is, if there's something that is just like that allows you to take a moment out of your campaign and your experience to appreciate that aspect, then let us know, and we'll integrate that into something. And of course, we're going to give you guys more context once the game's out. It's only a few days away from us recording this now, so we're so excited, and can't wait to share it all with you guys.
Infinitely.
So, infinitely, pretty much. I mean, I hope you've blocked out the your eternity, because Halo Infinite is going to last that long. So
We're coming.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have named it that,
So thanks for listening again, guys. Hopefully, by the time you're listening to this, I think I'll probably have it posted before the game launches. So you might be listening to this before the game's actually out, because I imagine I'll have it beforehand.
Well, no, we definitely should do that. I think the way we have this will launch before 10 p.m. Pacific. And I'll just say that Yeah, because that's the global launch is 10 a.m. Oh, did I say p.m.? 10 a.m. Pacific time is the global launch on the 8th.
That's
So maybe
6
we
p.m. real
should
time.
yeah, 6 p.m. real time. So maybe we should release this like 2 or 3 hours before that,
Yeah, no
so
problem.
then people can get a listen. So let's say 3 p.m. GMT. This should be released, so then people are able to listen to it, queue up their Xboxes to pre-download the game while they listen to our 12-minute episode, and yeah, then go fight the banished. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, hell yeah, get out there. So again, like I said, thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please go check out our website, hellopocketsevolved.com, where we have all a bunch of different shows over there for you. Evolved, Mission Debrief, Halo Book Club, Building Blocks, like we all mentioned, and HS Pro Talk. Those guys are over there too. Go check them out. And what else we got? That's pretty much it. I've been your host, David, and until next time, evolve.
Evolve.